Class 12th, Subject Physics, 8th chapter, Electrostatics. From the chapter, the energy stored in a capacitor. So in this point, we have to obtain the expression for the energy stored in a capacitor. So a capacitor stores the electric energy. When a capacitor is charged, there is transfer of electrons from one plate of the capacitor to the other. Hence, work will have to be done by the battery in order to remove the electrons against the opposing forces. This work done is stored in the form of electrostatic energy in the capacitor, and that energy can be recovered by discharging the capacitor. So in order to obtain the expression for energy stored in this capacitor, let us consider a capacitor of capacity C. So let us consider a capacitor of capacity C consisting of two plates P1 and P2, and then it is charged by a DC source of potential phi consisting of positive and negative terminals. Now, during the process of charging of that capacitor, let small q be the charge present on the plates of the capacitor. So here the charging process is going on, and therefore a small charge q is present on the plates of the capacitor at any instant of time, and let phi be the potential difference between the plates of the capacitor. So q is the charge present on the plates of the capacitor, and phi is the potential difference between the plates of the capacitor. Hence, the capacity of the capacitor C is equal to Q by phi, that is charge per unit potential, or the potential phi equal to Q by C. Now, when a small amount of work is done, if a small charge dq is further transferred between the plates of the capacitor. So here now small work done, suppose dw, will be done if a small charge dq is further transferred between the plates of the capacitor, and therefore this small work done dw equal to phi into dq, because electric potential is equal to the work done per unit charge, and therefore work done equal to potential into charge. That will be equal to q by c into dq, because phi is q by c, and therefore that dw will be equal to q by c dq. Now we have to charge that capacitor with q number of charges, that is capital Q number of charges, and therefore the total work done in transferring the charge q, that is in order to charge that capacitor fully, the total work done in transferring that charge q is obtained by integration, and therefore W will be equal to, that is the total work done is equal to integration from 0 to q dw. Putting value of dw, we will get integration 0 to q by c into dq. But c is constant, that is the capacity of the capacitor, and therefore it is taken out of integration, and therefore we will get w equal to 1 by c integration from 0 to q dq. But the integration q dq is q square by 2, and therefore w is equal to 1 by c into q square by 2 from 0 to q. Putting the upper and lower limit of this integration, we will get w is equal to half q square by c. Now this work done is stored in the form of electrical potential energy, that is the electrostatic potential energy in that capacitor, and therefore this electrostatic potential energy U is equal to half Q square by C. This will be the energy stored in the capacitor. Now this energy is written in different forms as follows, that is U equal to half Q square by C equal to half CV square equal to half QV. Since Q is equal to CV, therefore from this relation, if we put Q is equal to CV, then it will be C square V square. One C will get cancelled with this and we will get half CV square. Again, if we split it as CV into V, then CV is equal to Q, so that it will be equal to half QV.